All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Loners. Got some new headphones on here, as you can tell. Different. It's the first time I wear different ones from the whole time.
I'm so proud of you.
Anyway, I know it's not that important. We hope y'all are doing well. Hope you guys have been enjoying the past videos. And also, if you'd like to, please jump over to our vlog channel. Follow along there. And this is episode 169. Run the intro.
So Brian did something cool over the weekend.
Yeah. I played my first legit paid gig as a, I know it sounds like kind of cliche saying it, but as a DJ, yeah. I do produce music too.
Yeah, because it is cliche, like LA guy moves.
Exactly, yeah. But I really do like focusing more on making music, but it is cool to play for people as well.
I mean, you've been doing that since you were a
in
teenager.
high school, yeah. I was always kind of like
you
on
never
and
took
off.
it serious, I don't think.
Exactly. And then this past 2 years is where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go like 100% in it, try to make it happen.
And you're doing it. It was cool, except I was very hungover the next day.
It was 3 a.m. because those things it go till like 6 a.m. and it was like 3 a.m. and she's like, I want to get another shot.
Okay, why do you make that noise?
Okay, she didn't talk like that.
I don't speak that way.
She doesn't. But
let's go another shot.
But she was saying like,
because he asked if I wanted another drink, and I was like, yeah, just get me a shot, because I didn't want to. I already had a few beers. I already had a few cocktails. So I'm like, if I'm gonna go out, might as well just go out.
Yeah.
Without having to
go to
the bar again.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for selling me out.
It was 3 a.m. and she took a shot of Jameson. It was a big shot too. That's what messed her up.
I didn't throw up though, so that's
yeah.
good.
She was just hungover all day yesterday.
Yeah, and then we watched The Matrix last night.
I know. We need to rewatch the second one because I fell asleep. All right, so let's get into the video today. We're gonna do top 10 places to visit in the UK.
Also, side note, if anyone likes, Brian makes techno, so if anyone enjoys that music, I forget that most of our demo is not even from here. And I know that music's even more popular overseas.
It is. So yeah.
Maybe you should put like a little SoundCloud link in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Is
I'll
that
put
weird?
It. No. Yeah. If you guys do enjoy that, if you don't have to comment on it.
Brian's rebranding his thing. He's rebranding his
is my artist name?
Artist image. So.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is by someone named Ryan Shirley. Top 10 places to visit in the UK. I'll put the original in the description. All right. Let's begin.
What's up, guys? My name is Ryan Shirley, and I spent the last few years exploring the United Kingdom, and I want to show you my favorite places. So here's my UK top 10. The United Kingdom is made up of the countries of England, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. If you want to go back in time and feel like you're in a fairy tale or a Harry Potter film, the UK is the place.
Is that the actual bridge that they used?
Probably. It looks
Damn.
like it. That's stunning.
That looks insane.
Place for you. It's easy to see why so many myths and legends were born here. It's one of the world's most enchanting places. Alright, so for our first location, we're going to go visit possibly the most iconic city in the world, London. I've traveled more to London than any other international destination. I have to say it's my favorite city in the world, and I just keep coming back. Everything from the double-decker buses to the energy of Piccadilly Circus makes the city feel so alive. There's just so many places to see. You can check out...
I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews about London. Obviously, I've never been, so I can't really give my perspective, but I've heard from people that live in the UK. I know my sister's husband's friends are from Birmingham, and they were saying London is kind of like, it's cool, but it's very touristy, which it probably is. And then
it looked pretty, but
yeah,
I wouldn't expect someone to say it's my favorite city in the world.
Exactly, but I need to go see firsthand though to actually.
We need Brian to put his hot take into it.
All right, let's continue.
Firsthand.
the iconic Big Ben and walk across the ridge to see the Palace of Westminster. There's the Tower Bridge, which is possibly the most famous bridge in all of London. You can go see the Stoic Guards at Buckingham Palace or take a ride on the London Eye. If you haven't already been to London, I'd highly recommend visiting when you can. It's hard to beat the London atmosphere. There's no city like it in the world. Alright, so after exploring London, we're going to make the 2-hour drive over to Stonehenge. Located in Wiltshire, England, lies one of the most famous man-made rock structures in the world. There's a lot of mystery surrounding.
Wait, I saw a video. This guy that I follow, he's called the Small Brained American, and he went to Stonehenge. So they have like a festival where they are there all night, and it's supposed to do something with like your spiritual side. Yeah, something like that. And they have they have music, and it's like this weird festival thing that they do all night. Cool. Yeah. If you know more about that, leave it in the comments. But yeah.
Stonehenge, like what was its purpose and how was it made? Archaeologists believe it was constructed back between 3000 to 2000 BC. Stonehenge consists of a ring of rocks, each being around 13 feet high.
This is literally like Legos for giants.
That's what
or
it
like
looks
building
like.
Blocks.
Yeah.
Weighing nearly 25 tons each. It's unclear what the exact purpose of Stonehenge was. It's believed that it was used as an astronomical observatory or a religious site. Either way, it sure makes you stop and think how people thousands of years ago were able to construct this. Alright, so after Stonehenge, we're going to head on over to the Jurassic Coast. While you won't find any dinosaurs here, you might find some fossils on the beach. The Jurassic Coast is England's only natural World Heritage Site, and it's become popular with its white cliffs and picturesque beaches that are full of fossils formed over 65 million years ago. One of the most famous spots on the Jurassic Coast is Durdledore. It's this limestone arch that goes straight into the ocean. There's a great beach there, and I just can't think of a better place to spend during the hot English summers. One of my favorite spots on the Jurassic Coast is Old Harry's Rocks. Now, special thanks to my friend David Rule for providing this footage. He has an awesome Instagram and YouTube that I'll provide in the description below. I remember the first time I saw his picture of this place, and I was just baffled by the scenery there. The Old Harry Rocks are these sea stacks that are made completely out of chalk that mark the end of the Jurassic Coast. In World War II, the stacks were used as target practice for pilots, so that's kind of crazy. I just love the combination of the green meadows with the white cliffs and the blue ocean. I mean, it's just hard to beat that scenery. Alright, so after the Jurassic Coast, we're going to head up north to visit the country of Wales. Now, Wales is located in the southwest part of Great Britain. It's famous for its mountainous national parks, picturesque coastline, and distinct Welsh language. One of the most scenic places in Wales is the Snowdonia National Park. It's a region in northwest Wales that is known for its mountains and lakes. The highest peak in Wales, Mount Snowdon, is located in the park with an elevation of 10,085 meters. You can hike on up there, or you can take the Snowdon Mountain Railway to the top. If you're lucky, you might be able to see Ireland across the sea. Alright, so after Wales, we're going to head to the Isle of Man. Now, located in the Irish Sea, right between England and Ireland, lies a rugged island known for its rural landscapes and medieval castles. While it's technically not part of the United Kingdom, it has status of crown dependency, and the UK is responsible for its defense and external relations. The Isle of Man has had an interesting history. Humans have lived on it since 6500 BC, and in the 19th century it was ruled by Norway. But in 1260,
imagine living in a place like that, and like you drive that every day. Like, that's insane.
That's wild.
1966, the island became part of Scotland, and now it is a self-governing isle. An interesting place on the Isle of Man is Peel Castle. It was constructed by Vikings in the 11th century and just sits right on the ocean. I mean, it's a pretty cool castle if you ask me. Alright, so after the Isle of Man, we're going to head across the sea to visit Northern Ireland. Now, Ireland is full of just beautiful scenery, dramatic coastal cliffs, and countless castles. Back in 1921, Ireland was split into Northern and Southern Ireland as a result of the Government of Ireland Act of 1920. While Southern Ireland became a free Irish state, Northern Ireland remained within the United Kingdom. The capital of Northern Ireland is the city of Belfast, which is the birthplace of the Titanic ship. One of the most iconic places in Northern Ireland is the Dark Hedges. It's this road lined with beech trees planted in the 18th century. It was used as a filming location for the Game of Thrones. On the northern coast, you can check out the Carrick Already rope bridge or see the basalt columns at the Giant's Causeway. I mean, there's just so much history and beauty in Ireland, and it just makes me want to go there and explore. Alright, so for our next location, we're going to head to Scotland to visit the Isle of Skye. This is probably my all-time...
This guy really climbed up that?
I feel like there has to be like a path.
That's insane.
My favorite place in the UK. You literally feel like you're in a fairy tale when you visit there. I was lucky enough to go to the Isle of Skye last summer, and it's about a 5-hour drive from Edinburgh.
That must be where they shot Game of Thrones, because I remember a lot of scenes them walking through that, like that exact. It looked just like that, but yeah, it probably is. Yeah.
One of the most impressive places in the Isle of Skye is the Old Manastor. It's one of my all-time favorite rock formations.
Damn.
I felt like I was on the set of Game of Thrones when I was there. Now,
Yeah.
to get to the Old Manastor, it's about a 4-kilometer hike. You walk through some conservation gates and you'll reach the famous rock pinnacles. I went for sunrise and sunset, and both occasions were breathtaking. When I was there was just like crows flying around the rock, and there were some sheep running around. I mean, it was just a magical place. So the legend of the Old Manastor is supposedly a giant lived there a long time ago, and when he was buried, his thumb was left sticking out of the ground. When you go there, it's easy to see why it's one of the world's most iconic rock formations. It's one of my all-time favorite places, and I recommend everyone to see it at least once in their life. Just a few minutes away from the Old Manastor, there is a breathtaking waterfall called Meout Falls that cascades down into the ocean. There's a nice viewpoint where you can look at the waterfall. The surrounding sea cliffs in the area are also stunning. One of the most famous is Kilt Rock, which are right by Meout Falls. I mean, it's just such a cool area. There aren't many waterfalls that fall straight into the ocean. If you're looking to find some fairies,
These cliffs over here and just the landscape is insane.
Yeah.
But it's so cool, like how I don't know how to explain it. There's something about like this area, like Ireland, Scotland.
Like there's energy.
It just feels so different. I mean, I've never been, but by the way it looks.
But it clearly transfers through the screen. Like you can feel the history just from looking.
100%.
You may want to check out the fairy pools. There are these picturesque blue pools that lie at the base of the black colons. Nice. When I was there were so many midges. I didn't dare get close to water, so make sure you bring some bug spray. If you want to do a beautiful hike, I'd also recommend visiting the Corang. It's one of the most beautiful areas in the Isle of Skye. You feel like you're walking on a giant golf course. I found this crazy vantage point to get a good 360 view of the whole area. Alright, so after the Isle of Skye, we're going to head over to the nearby Eileen Donan Castle. If you're driving to the Isle of Skye, you will drive right by this. It's one of my favorite castles in the UK, situated on a small tidal island at the point where...
I just imagine hundreds and hundreds of years ago, just the carriages walking by there, just it's so
I'm wondering,
insane.
though, like if you just show up at these places or...
I'm sure people do. Yeah.
Right. Sorry. I'm just thinking, like, is there any... anybody guarding or like looking after these places, you know?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Sorry.
The 3 great sea locks meet. The castle was built in the 13th century. Wow. I'm so mad at myself. I didn't visit the castle when I was there. I wasn't able to check it out. That's one of my biggest regrets of when I visited the UK, so don't make the same mistake I made. Alright, so after castle, we're going to head over to one of Scotland's most iconic locations, the Glenfinnan Viaduct. It's located at the top of Loch Shiel in the West Highlands of Scotland. It was completed around 1898. This may look familiar because it was featured in the Harry Potter films. When I was there, I wanted to get close to the bridge, so I walked underneath it. I was just shook by how big it actually was. After I hiked to the top to get a good vantage point so I could see the famous train go across the viaduct. Just really reminds you of those Harry Potter movies. Alright, so after Glenfinnan, we're going to head over to Edinburgh. Now, if you want to go back in time,
Edinburgh.
I knew you were going to do that.
Sorry.
Edinburgh is a must. It's where J.K. Rowling wrote her Harry Potter novels. When I started traveling, this was one of the first cities I visited. It's a medieval old town with intricate neoclassical buildings, cobblestone streets, and beautiful gardens. The iconic Edinburgh Castle overlooks the city and is home to Scotland's crown jewels. When I was there, I didn't go into the castle because I was being too cheap, but one of my favorite places was Calton Hill. It offers a beautiful view of the whole entire city. While we're still in Edinburgh, we're going to head over to Arthur's Seat. Now, Arthur's Seat is located in Holyrood Park, and it's a short walk from Edinburgh Centre. Arthur's Seat is an extinct volcano with an elevation of 823 feet. When I was there, I wanted to get as high as I could so I could see all of Edinburgh. I made a hike up and I reached the top. It was just so windy when I was there, nearly blew me over. After I hiked to the top, I had a good time just hiking around Holyrood Park and enjoying the views of one of UK's most iconic cities. Alright, well that is it for my United Kingdom top 10. The UK is just such a unique region in the world, and I hope all can witness its beauty and history. What was your favorite place in the video? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys want to support the channel, considering becoming a patron, and where you get perks such as free travel guides and stock footage, you can find me on Instagram at shirley.films. It's Ryan, and we will see you later.
Wow.
Cool. I mean, yeah, go follow that guy because it seems like he puts a lot of time and effort into the, his videos, because I think he gets that footage on his drones and shit, which is really cool.
Some of it I think is stock footage though, because remember he was saying he didn't even go to that castle or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, I mean.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I do think
pretty.
when I hear the UK, I just think of like London and the city. I don't really think in my head it doesn't like automatically go to places like this.
I just think of cold.
Yeah.
Like gloomy.
Yeah.
Weather.
But we definitely got to hit some of these
I want to go
places.
to Scotland.
And if there's any other like hidden gems in the UK that you guys know about, let us know too.
Yes.
Because yeah, I'm gonna go back and look through comments on the past few videos. I did that like 2 weeks ago, and then I'll just do that again to like go back and like comment on people.
What the fuck?
I don't want you to think we're ignoring you.
Brian's ignoring all of you.
Shut up. All right. Well, yeah, that was a cool video. I put the original in the description so you guys can check it out.
We want your takes on these places. Where can you tell where he's from?
I think America.
I thought so too, but sometimes he had like a weird twang to his accent.
I think it's just the way he speaks.
Oh,
He's
okay,
probably
okay.
from a certain area in the United States.
A part of me was like, maybe he's from Canada. I don't know.
I could see that actually.
I don't know. Anyway, he's definitely from this part of the world. That's for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe.
And put some of your favorite cities.
Yeah.
In the UK.
For sure. Because we do need to do a trip over there.
I really want to go.
Yeah.
Now that I see stuff like this, I don't know. I feel like whenever I've seen parts of Ireland or Scotland, I'm just like, there's no way that's real. Like my brain can't process that it's real, so I don't even allow it to be somewhere.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.
Yes.